afternoon, everybody. All about the gyro here, and we just got into the session here before it moved us along, and we're here at Imola for some Skippy actions. Our first Skippy race of the week. Some hot Skippy action. So great to have you here. And yeah, big BOP changes. Today with both the patch and the um, Daytona BOP. So we're in a number 2 car. Our I rating is below 1,000, so I'm pretty sure I am in the bottom split. Did do some practice off stream and very interesting circuit. So I'll show you the setup today. I call this the fours because every critical value is a 4 involved. So brake bias, I've gone up to 54. The spring perch down from 5 to 4 because of the chicanes, and the anti-roll bar is at 4. And fuel 4.2 gallons.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 79 Fahrenheit.
So to tell you how slow I am around here, my fastest lap low 211s. There were guys doing 205s. Talk about being a bit of a soul crusher. But the first 2 laps here, as the tires warm up, these cars are scary. 12-lap race. And then as the tires warm up, you can start getting after the car. The middle chicane here is, so if you look at the map, when I'm talking about the middle chicane, I'm talking about this right here. That corner is very scary. On cold tires. You have to be very, very disciplined. That's lots of history here at the circuit. And you're just going to have a little bit of skill. And so this little chicane here, yeah, darn the tires, right? So this chicane here is Tamburello. This is the part where Ayrton Senna lost his life in 1994. And you come up here, you have the Villeneuve chicane. And you come up here to Tosa. And then on cold tires, this will sharp left-hander her Pilartera down to the very, very dangerous Acqua Minerale. Very scary corner. Come down here, the Alta chicane. Right here. So this is the high chicane. Down here to Revassa. This is Revassa here. And in the old days, there used to be a chicane here. The Variante.
The track temperature's falling. It's now 78 Fahrenheit.
But now they have taken that out and just made it a nice straight piece of tarmac. So very challenging circuit. I have been to this place in real life in 2015. And the sim does a reasonably good job of getting the elevation changes, because there is some elevation to this. So we are not going to qualify because I'm expecting utter carnage at the first chicane. This is the first Skippy race of the week. So basically, we're going to use this as a recon race. We are A licensed now. Yay. 3.57, I believe. I'll confirm that. 3.54. And hello to the team principal of Mountain Trout Racing Concerns. He's in the chat. Matt, next week, 24 hours of Daytona, and they have BOP'd everything. So we're driving the LMP2. It's down 40 horsepower. When I did the test session, it's noticeable. I would say about a second to a second and a half less. But the mechanical grip, I can definitely feel the front end a little bit more. So I may actually become comfortable driving that. So of course, they correct everything, BOP everything, and then you have the vocal minority. So a lot of people have echoed what Matt has said. They could have really have waited to change the car. I'm going to be the contrarian on this and say I understand why they did it because they're trying to simulate real life. Yeah, it kind of blows. They did, um, 9 days, right? They did 9 days, and yes, I did see the CSS was updated, but I will say low downforce standard setup stable, not fast though in the corners. Um, Getting into corner entry, it's a scary setup, but it's stable enough. Stable enough. So make sure my chat box is. So I've been tweaking this in the Twitch Studio Beta. They've updated to the .6 build. That way you can see the chat on the stream. Just let me know if it's too low or too high, and we'll adjust appropriately. So let's see what the preliminary. So 208, 210. So 211, 211.3 was my fastest time. So if only 3 qualify, I'm going to grid because I'll be 4th and just take my chances. Of course, I'll probably change my mind. I don't quite know. But it's the first Skippy race of the week, and I think from what I have seen, there's been a lot of carnage. Imola is hard. It is hard in any car. I had a pretty good result here in the Spec Racer Ford last season. One of my better results. And that was because I drove very defensively and drove easy on the brakes. But the big thing is we're trying to avoid big SR losses. We want to get into Daytona. And yeah, I gotta see how the 5 kilograms impacts the Porsche for IMSA. Because we are in need of doing the Silverstone race today, or this week, I should say, for the championship. And what I'm seeing here is a lot of folks not qualling. I wonder how many is going to start from the lane. So if we start from the lane,
The leader has just done
Yeah,
a
if we lose that much,
208.18.
yeah, there's so I'm an A 3.54. If I lose that much, I'm going to advocate some public flogging. I'm going to advocate broccoli. I'm going to advocate some serious hardcore torture. As it is this week, we're not doing IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge because that's that Legacy Silverstone, and you have to pay $6 for it. So we're not doing that one. And then ESS is at Daytona. And so I need to do some practice. That dreaded thing called work is getting in the way. Yeah, and if it's the Mario Kart division, it needs to be level 1. Got to be level 1. So, all right. So some folks getting some times in. So this is the first Skippy race of the week here. I don't really think I'm going to grid because it's the first one. That's pace car. So Jack Sprague, that's 13th. 9th. 5th. So I would be over there. So I'm already on the non-racing line already, which is not where I don't. So at Imola, you want to be on the inside because of this first corner. So I'm trying to see who has gridded. Okay, so 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 1, 16. So there's some folks that are not gridding. We are not going to grid. It's our first run. So see how the field races this. So 3.05 miles is just short of 5 kilometers. But tricky circuit to get right. Okay, so I haven't seen 18th. I haven't seen 18th or 7th. Looking at the grid here. So.
Playing his first lap, very slidey through here.
Okay, good luck.
So I'm going to mute the voice chat. So we're going to start from the lane.
The air temp is 72 Fahrenheit. 7th position.
Got a bad feeling about
Okay, Dwayne,
this.
get ready.
You know, you have that sneaking
Green,
suspicion
green.
that there's about to be death coming to you. Okay, good. All right. Expecting a lot of carnage up ahead.
All clear on pit exit. Incident in Tamburello. We think it might be Green and Powell.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Okay, bit of a mountain to climb now, but let's get started. There's an incident in Villeneuve. It looks like it's Carver.
And that was right around where I was going to start.
There's an incident in Tamburello. It looks like okay.
Okay, so that's 3 cars. Full tires. And we're now going to Piratella in Variante, or actually it's the Aquaminale. The last one 4 wheels wins is right.
There's a big mess in Aqua Minerale.
Mm-hmm. Remember what I said? You just had a feeling?
Yellow flag.
Mm-hmm.
There's an incident in Variante Alta. We think it might be done. Clear right.
Cold tires. All right. We're on the march.
P11.
P11.
There's an incident in Villeneuve. It looks like Allison.
I'll take freebies. Freebies are our friends.
Incident in Piratella. Yellow flag. Caution.
Guys overdriving the cars. And here's where my experience driving Spec Racer Ford is really helping me around here.
Incident in Variante Alta. It looks like it's brown.
So,
The leader's just done a 209.00.
So the front end is just starting to warm up. Oh. Huh. Yeah. There's an incident in my pants. Oh, that's funny. Because you could do my pants, my shorts, my knickers.
P7. That last lap was a 212.67.
You could go some places with that. All right, we're in 7th. Sebastian is coming
There's an
with me.
incident in Tamburello. We think it might be Brown and Schmidt.
Sebastian's driving semi-safe. I think he realizes I'm a little bit quicker, and I'm getting up to 5th and 6th. Here's a huge mess in my pants. Oh,
Looks like
that's
P4
epic.
has binned it in Piratella. Yellow flag. Watch out.
P4 lost a lot of time there.
Okay, Dwayne, hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes. They're faster than us through Tamburello.
P5 may be on the cards here.
Left
Just
side.
let him go here.
He's still there. Still there. Still there. Clear left. The leader has just done a 208.66. On your right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Yeah, that's an on-track
Good
overtake.
pass.
And a block pass to boot, so we actually did something right. And we're on the move. Fourth is in the lane. All right, I'm getting a little bit excited now.
There's an incident in Tamburello. It looks like it's Powell.
And I need
P5.
to be very calm now. I need to be smooth. That's why. Yes.
Car right. Right side's clear.
We saved the car. That's why you tell yourself, be smooth. When you know yourself.
Good stuff. Keep it coming.
He is letting me by, so I'm wondering if these folks are trying. Yeah. Very scary save because the tires aren't quite the temp. They're almost there. And what I've really been trying to do is I've realized my style of being defensive is the right style for me to be risk adverse. Because if I can be risk adverse, here's a situation where
The gap to Preston behind is increasing. It's
Knowing-
now 1.9.
knowing your customers, right? I recognize there's going to be a big accident. So I'm realizing my strengths of being intelligent about my racing and being defensive. If I do that with as poor as the driving standards have been,
B6.
the I rating that I've lost will come back to me. I can be about 10 meters closer, but I had memories. So,
There's an incident in Tamburello. It looks like Schmidt.
okay. So for this race, I put in a little extra front brake,
There's an incident in Tosa. It looks like it's Powell.
and that seems to be helping me on front end feels. So I'm very thankful for that.
Incident in Piratella. We think it might be done.
Let's hope so. Because I'm trying to charge here.
Okay, Dwayne. The next car is done.
Aqua Minerale, you have to drive with such respect. Because if you don't, you're losing the car. I can finally drive the high chicane there in first gear because I'm so scared of the spinning.
Incident in Ravazza 1. It looks like done.
Thank you, sir, for holding your brakes. They're a lot better than 2000 I rating. Now, can we get up to Sebastian. I think Sebastian has drove a really smart race. Once he got by me, he went for it. So, give him some credit for good racecraft.
Alright, Dwayne, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. P5.
If I can get P5, I'll be over the moon. Over the moon with P5. And I should have the pace. Can be a little better than Villeneuve, but be just a little better than Villeneuve, but I think Sebastian has driven this very well. Must give him full marks for that. He waited for his tires to get heated and then drove up to the front. Oh yeah, the car's coming in now. Car's really coming in.
Fastest lap for Cross, 206.94.
206.94. My fast lap is low 211s. I don't have that sort of pace. Breathe the brake there a little bit, because in real life that is steeply downhill. As we complete half distance here.
The gap to Preston behind is now 4.0 seconds. Okay, Dwayne, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
If I can maintain 4 seconds, I'll be happy. 2:12.4, my fastest. You see how twitchy the car is under braking. Having to be very, very careful. And that's where the softer ARB really helps.
There's an incident in Villeneuve. It looks like it's Preston. The gap in front is increasing. Okay. It's now 12 seconds.
And it's so easy to go off there in Villeneuve. The thing about this is that the corners here in real life have interesting camber. Like this first part here, in the game you think, okay, is it really U-shaped for drainage?
There's an incident in very anti-alta. We think it might be Allison.
It has natural variation. Okay, so Marco is 7 seconds behind me. If I can keep that up, I'll be very happy. And so when you feel the car lock up, you have to let loose the brake a little bit. Because you are going downhill. Hey, Heinrich, I'm doing skippies. We're in 5th. I'm shocked as you are. Yeah, is right. I started doing this I started from the pit lane. I had a feeling there was going to be a major issue. There was. And I've been driving forward ever since. I will tell you, Heinrich, first lap and a half here, front tires are very cold. You just don't have the grip. You have to be very defensive. And then the car about lap 4 comes in, and it's so nice to drive. Also, the other thing is your spring perch offset. You don't want to run it at 5 because of the curbs. You will get damage on 5 if you run over them too hard. I have mine at 4. And I've set the brake bias at 54%. Absolutely nice to drive right now. So nice. So nice to drive.
Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Oh, I'm not worried about getting there. I'm trying to keep my place here, Jimmy.
That's your quickest lap in this session.
Alright, it's the first time we're in the 210s. I think once I come to grips a little more with things, I can easily be in the 209s. We have the super fast ones are 206, 205. Those are the boys and girls that have maximum ARBs. I, though, have gone for a very neutral ARB. And it's working very good for me. Very, very good for me. This corner, the Aqua Minerale, is so scary in any car because you are trail braking the second half of the corner while slowing it down. And the line you have to take is so precise. Yes, not to be confused with maximum Airbnb. Fact. Be so good on the brake here in Rivasa 1. Rivasa 2, you try to get on it early. As most of you know, I don't like being on the curbs that much, but Skippy is starting to teach me how to use the curbs to help me. So, I'm starting to find some enjoyment with this car. And I'm starting to see why people like driving it.
The gap behind is now 7.7 seconds.
Alright, so we got 10 kilometers to run. Trying to solidify a fantastic top 5 place. Trying to be as smooth as I can. Probably because that car was so terrible this year. And I felt so bad for Leclerc because Leclerc in the right car, it's got to be a future world champion. Has to be. It's just that kid has so much natural talent. It's scary. Sprague has found some pace. I gotta be careful here, make sure I don't make a mistake. You mean let me go here?
On your left. Car left. Clear left.
Thank you very much. And I've also noticed when
2 laps left. That lap was a 2:10.46.
When I don't have the voice chat on, I'm driving a little bit better. A little bit more concentration. Now, yes, we're very excited to have the street race here in downtown Nashville for IndyCar. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that.
I think P6 has binned it in Tosa.
Sprague has binned it. Takes a lot of pressure off of me. He was driving faster than me, but I've been driving very consistent laps, which is something that in 2021 I said be more consistent. If I can do that, I'll become a naturally faster driver. So I'm working on consistency, and the Skippy's really reinforced that. Because if you are not consistent in the Skippy, you are left behind.
There's an incident in very anti-alta.
Okay, that's behind me. Now, can we maintain our 5th place finish starting dead last? Dead freaking last. From the pit lane.
White flag, 1 more lap. That lap time was 2:10.77.
And with consistent lap times and staying out of trouble, knock on wood, 0x so far. That's a very high standard. Marco and James are in a battle.
There's an incident in Villeneuve. It looks like Schmidt.
Schmidt just, I think, went off the road. Very easy to do there. All right. Halfway through the final lap. Now the hard bit. Gotten our pace down to 2:10s and change. Dane, I believe, was the winner.
Looks like P6 has gone off in Acqua Minerale.
That is double right-hander. Just went through. All right, we got to get to Rivasa one more time. Well, boys, dead last, the fifth, 0x. There's the proof, 0x. Not bad at all. Very nice. That is one shiny hood,
P5.
yes.
There's the finish. Good drive.
Pit crew is going to be very happy. I've brought back the car. Shiny, all they got to do is clean the bugs off of it. But yes, I'm very excited. So even though my grid position was 7th, I started from the lane 18 cars. We're going to get some good let's look at our lap times. So first lap from the lane, that doesn't count. So 2:16, 2:13, 2:15, we had a little bit of trouble. But then we got quicker and quicker and quicker. In the last 3 laps in the 2:10s, that's what you want to be doing in every car you drive, folks. Start slow, but finish like a pro. P5. And that makes me very happy. Let's see now, as I cut you over to the racing UI there. And we'll cut you over to that. There we go. And we have already, I haven't even gotten out of the sim yet. So let me quit out of that. All right, ready for race results. So P5, no incidents. This is going to be good. There you go. 28, nice. 0.14 safety rating. So realize I'm an A license. So it takes at least 60 corners at certain levels for safety rating to go up. At least 60. So there's the results right there. So very happy with that. We were supposed to do that, 0.14, very nice. Dane wins it. Robert had a couple of laps led. And let's see who was the big loser. So, this is not the lowest I rating I've ever seen. I saw a guy that had a 50 I rating and gained 35. Believe it, you can't get I ratings that low. But if you subtract that out, 79. So there was a lot of disconnects. Jack had his issues, but look at this 10th place. 281 I rating. He had his troubles. He still got 38 for it. He's probably a happy camper. Jack was struggle busing. He ended up dropping the 9th after an incident at the Minerale. So Michael Green came up. But we passed a lot of cars. A lot of cars. All right. I'm pretty happy about that. So, it is 6 p.m. here in Nashville. That means one thing, it is dinner time. I'm going to end the stream here, but when I come back after dinner, we got to do some Daytona practice. We got to do some Silverstone practice. So we're going to spend some time with the Porsche. I'm hoping to do the Silverstone IMSA race tonight. So I'm going to eat, make sure that I've taken care of my responsibilities, but not too shabby. So make sure you like, follow, subscribe. And special announcement, we are in process to adding on to BitChute and Odyssey. So we're going to end up, our material is going to be on 4 platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Odyssey, BitChute. That's because with everything going on in the world, you have no idea what up from down is. So safety in numbers. So thanks again, everybody. The handle names are all the same, all about the gyro. So make sure you follow the content there. Thanks again for being here, and we'll be back a little bit later with some GTE action. Take care for now.